Welcome to this short demo of Aforza capturing customer contracts and agreements on our native mobile app, which is available in iOS and Android. This is a really powerful capability, as everything you see today is done using standard Aforza and works completely offline and disconnected, meaning your field sales teams can use this at any time, any place, regardless of network coverage. Firstly, let's take a look at the contract information we can review by clicking the little menu item and looking at the products. This takes us into an area where we can see the contract floor space terms and conditions. We can see overarching details, specifications linked to this contract, or even the contract itself through the resources tab. So by clicking on the view resource, we can get access to the complete terms and conditions for this contract. We can review them when we're with a customer, or even share them with the customer if we wish. Now let's go back to the home page, and we're going to look at a particular visit here. So I'm clicking on the Fresh Start Shop Southwest, and I've opened up the visit card. Of course, in Aforza and the visit card, we can access all the information we need to complete this visit. We can see a map showing us the location of the store, and we can also see all the tasks that need to be completed as part of this visit. Now, when we capture this agreement, we're going to do it as part of that order. So here, I'm going into the order, and I go into the categories section. Now, the category section shows us all the products that are available for this particular customer. It's aligned to the customer record, so we know that we're only going to see the promotions, products, and offers that are available for this customer. We don't have to worry that we're going to make an incorrect selection. I go ahead and I tap on the current offers, and I can see that there's a nationwide offer, but there's also the ability to capture the contract for floor space. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because I'm with the customer at this time. When I click on the plus, the tray slides out beautifully so that I, as a user, can now see all of the items that I need to collect to get a valid agreement in place. I can see that I need to capture them before I can proceed forward because it's grayed out and I can't add it to the cart until all these sections have all that information captured. I'm going to start with floor space, so I click on the little arrow next to floor space, and now we drill into the details for what we need to capture around floor space. There are two options that are available to this customer, either 5 square meters or 10 square meters. In this case, the customer is going to commit to 5 square meters. I click on that and capture that information, and you can see now that the floor space has got a nice shade of green. I'll now move on to terms, where I can see the available terms for this agreement. There's 3 months, 5 months, or 6 months. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 month because the customer only wants to commit to 3 months at this stage. And then finally, what level of investment does the customer have to make? So in order to satisfy this agreement, they have to make €1,000 a month. So I'm going to go ahead and add €3,000 commitment for this agreement. Here you can see that we're using euros, but of course Aforza can be configured to show dollars, pounds, rand, or whatever currency is appropriate for your organization or the region of the users of this particular application. Finally, we can go ahead and add the product group. So we're going to commit to rum, gin, and whiskey as part of this agreement. And once I've captured that information, you'll see that the whole of the card goes green. The add to cart button is now available. I go ahead, add that to the cart. That item is now added to the cart with the details available for me to go and review. I can go in and edit it if I want to. And at the bottom, I can get an overall view of the value of the commitment to this particular contract. Now, once I've got that, I can now complete that order. We might want to generate a receipt or a document detailing the elements that the customers agree to in this formatted receipt, and then or we can add additional order notes or agreement notes using the notes capability. But what I want to do now is capture the signature. I'm going to go ahead and capture that signature. We click OK, and we can now go ahead and confirm that order. Now, we can capture as many of these agreements as we're doing our visits during the day, and we can synchronize those up at an appropriate time or at the end of the day, or whenever makes the most sense for us as a user. And we'll do that just by hitting the sync button, and that data will then be sent back to the main Aforza system. Once in that Aforza main system, you can then do your high-level reporting against all of the captured agreements across the whole of your customer base, looking at the total numbers of commitments, the overall liability, and any other information that you want to see or report on using the Aforza solution. Hopefully you'll have seen how powerful this is, how we can use this at any point in that disconnected manner, and it can be really used to empower your field sales teams when they're out talking directly to your customers.